Coach and Nick from Echo Base Network. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight at Echo Base TV, where community happens. Echo Base Network. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight at Echo Base TV, where community happens.
All right. What's going on, everyone? Welcome. Coach will be here in a second. I think he was running a little bit late, so I started everything up. Didn't want to keep you all waiting. So welcome to the stream. Great to see everyone here this evening. Got a great show lined up for you all. Before we get started, do a little bit of housekeeping here. As you all know, there's at least 3 ways to support EBN, maybe 4. Number 1, memberships. You know how to do that. Join if you'd like to. We do a lot of great perks for our members. Love to see you there. Actually, also, the EBN Patreon is also fantastic. Nick and Coach put a lot of great things up there. Skeleton Crew is running. Nick put a lot of other good stuff up there as well. Check that out for just $5 a month. The merch store is a TBD at the moment. Poor Coach has had a real hard time with the merch store. Tried a few different companies. They keep taking the designs down. So right now, no merch store. TBD on that one. Of course, super chats are always welcome. Never required. Really appreciate. And then, of course, the last way, as always, is just being here. Love to see you all here, as always, in the chat. Very, very good. So let's see. We've got a couple of people weighing in so far already this evening. Got Davish here, member for 16 months. Great to see you, Davish. Hail EBN. I've gotten back into Star Wars The Old Republic and PvP in that game. Things are going good. Let's have a great stream. Hope so, Davish. Again, great to see you here. And then Jedi Master Lawrence, always great to have you. I saw 10 gifted memberships from Jedi Master Lawrence. Great job. Great job. All right. Who else do we have here today? Let me go back up to the chat and say hello to a few other people. Of course, Jedi Master Lawrence. We've got no longer Alan Copeland, right? We got Alan C, 1701. Great to see you here. Let's see who else we have. Papa Palpatine's Pizza Padawan. My favorite name to say. Great to see you as well. Who else do we have here this evening? Blazerhawk Darren. Great to see you as well. I'm getting heckled for get in here. Get in here and stop heckling me. You're wrong for that.
They went down the wrong pipe. Oh my gosh. Hi, everybody. You weren't expecting me to be late.
Well,
had to take my kid to the doctor, and I came running in here at like 6:51.
Yeah. I saw you run in, and then I saw it go dark, and I'd already started, and I said, well, I can fill 5 minutes, right? I mean, they may not like it, but at least
I didn't reach out. Nick was like, don't worry about it. We'll start it just as soon as you get back, and everything's good. Don't worry about it. And I'm like, all right. Well, where's he? You know what I mean? Where's he?
I think he's on a work call.
Stuck in traffic.
Stuck on traffic.
What is up, everybody?
Oh,
thank
Lord
you.
help.
Thank you for being here. And thank you for doing this. Wow, 10 gifts. 10 gifted memberships.
Right off the bat.
Hopefully, if you received a gifted membership, you think our channel is at least more than a 1 out of 10. Hopefully, we are honored by your presence.
Even on our worst day, Coach, I give us at least a 2. Right?
At least
even on our worst.
Hopefully, Nick's not judging us. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Because you already start out with a -5.
I know.
Look, you were like enjoying the show. It's fun to me. It's great, you know. And then, you know, knee pain and DA shred it. And then I kind of bring in a little bit of balance and was like, you know, it was all right. You know, I didn't like it. It was about the same as last week for me. It was all right, you know. And then Nick, nuclear launch detected. like what?
I'm like, well, I'm just going to shut the hell up now. Like,
yeah. I felt so bad for you. Of all.
I could care less.
I know, but I was like, oh man, he's never going to want to do a stream covering this again. Like, it was hilarious. It was hilarious. So, hey everybody, so glad you all can be here. You know what? I don't like the gray background.
I just left it the way it was. But
I know Nick is always putting it on that. Give me some blur. No. Give me some bubbles? No, no. Give me some acolyte. No, no,
Oh.
no. There we go.
Actually,
There
it
we
looked, now it's kind of reminiscent of the Superman background from that poster they put out.
Hey, speaking of, wow, we're gonna get into that. We're gonna talk a little Superman here in just a second. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, people are crazy. People are crazy,
And they're here in the chat. They're here in the chat tonight. It's been
Oh.
been a spicy chat. So even
Yeah.
during the pre-show.
Yeah. Oh, well, good. Excellent. Well, anyways, guys, thank you all for being here. Nick should be here. I don't know. You know, he just gets here when he gets here, everybody. It just is what it is. Look, we got the thumbnail. Nick and I were like, do we go live? Do we go live tonight? And I'm like, yeah, but what are we talking about? Because we just did... I'm not going to do an hour's show talking about a show that nobody else seems to be talking about, which is Skeleton Crew. I have no desire to...
Well, we already did it on Tuesday. We don't
Yeah.
need to redo it again.
We don't. We don't. So the two big things that Nick wanted to talk about, the first one being Superman. Trailer came out today. It probably had been marinating for about 2 hours before I finally got over to the trailer to watch it. And I noticed right off the bat, it had been out 2 hours, 379,000 likes.
Yeah.
To like, I don't know, 2,000 downvotes. I mean, it was pretty dang good in terms of watching the interest, I guess.
The engagement.
Yeah. I have seen people posting on social media some criticism, but it's just a trailer. How many times have we seen a great trailer in a terrible movie or vice versa? You know, just you got to win the trailer. I get it. And the stakes are kind of high for DC right now. They need to come out of the gate swinging.
Yeah.
This is the reboot. This is the movie that is starting it all. So, what is up, Sean O'Rourke? Good to see you, my friend. It's been a while. Superman trailer was mid.
I mean, I don't know what you thought of it. I think for me, the music carried that trailer. For me, two things carried the trailer: the music,
You like the music?
and crypto. I liked what they did with the John Williams score, and then they've since posted the full theme song, and it gets very orchestral towards the end. So I didn't. Again, it was. To me, that was the most engaging part of the trailer. Other than that, it was just to me, it was just a mishmash of characters and scenes. It was more like a sizzle reel to me, I guess. But that's what a teaser trailer is, right? It's just, but there were so many other characters and different things happening. I'm like, I don't know. It didn't make me want to see the movie anymore. It didn't make me want to see the movie any less.
John, we should all hate it and pick it apart immediately.
Oh, Nick will be here in a second. Well, that's his job. That's his
we got
job.
the professional coming in to do that. I have no idea what he thought about it. So I'm going to say it was between mid and really good. It may look. Here's what it did. I'm interested. I'm not going in with like super high hopes. I'm not. He did make. James Gunn made a very interesting comment. I guess it's interesting. Everything gets politicized today.
I know the comment you mean.
Mm-hmm. So we'll go into that whenever Nick does, pop in and join us. But I'm interested, and I would like to see DC get started, in a strong way. For entertainment's sake, it would be good. I'm more of a Marvel fan than a DC fan historically. But, I hope they get off to a good start. I will say this. After watching the trailer, the very first thing I did after I watched it?
What's that?
I tried to look up the premise of the movie. Because I really wasn't sure.
That we don't know. There was no story revealed in that trailer, and we really don't know. We know bits and pieces because I found some articles, and James Gunn is very chatty about things he wants to chat about. So Variety or someone put the 9 things they learned from James Gunn on set and some other things, and so none of it was really story focused. It was just, I think the quote you're speaking of comes from there and some other things, but just the way he's approached the movie and why he finds it so important to have the side characters and just show that there's a universe here, and it's a place where superheroes already exist, and we're in the middle of the story, which he still doesn't say what the story is, and yada yada yada.
Right.
If I had to guess, it's a Superman story. If I'd have to guess, the big bad's probably Brainiac. It's usually Brainiac, unless it's the first time. It's not Brainiac. So, which is fine. I really enjoyed the Superman and Lois TV series that's been running now and just finished up. So for me, this movie is competing against the way they portrayed Superman and Lois in that series more than it really is any of the previous Superman movies, just because I was really invested in the 4 seasons that series ran.
Sure. So when I looked the premise up, all that we've got right now is follow Superman as he reconciles his heritage with his human upbringing. He is the embodiment of truth, justice, and the American way in a world that views this as old-fashioned. So this is this is Superman in the modern era. And it sounds like the premise is, look, we're not going to change any of the values of Superman. We're not modernizing Superman. We're going to make him old-fashioned, which I'm totally cool with, by the way.
Yeah. Because I think we would be branded old-fashioned these days, Coach. You, me, and Nick, the 3 of us. We would be old-fashioned, right?
Yeah. I'm with you 100%. So I'm sitting here looking at some people in the chat.
I texted you about it. I told you.
There's some people here just to pick a fight. So
yes.
I'm going to just loosely show them the door. So that's
well.
fine.
What I'm going to do is, I think Nick is just about ready. I'm going to let Nick pop in. I'm going to pop out, and I'm going to keep my eye on. I'm going to keep my eye on what's going. I'm going to keep my eye on what's going on, and then if you all need me, you call me back, right?
Yep, please do.
I think he's about ready.
Well, if he's ready,
he's ready. All right, he's coming. I'm going.
You never know. You never know.
See you later.
What up?
All right, Superman.
I didn't even know that you were even live yet. I was literally just jumping in here because I was like, I should be hearing from him here shortly on when we're starting tonight.
I had to take Olivia to the doctor.
Yeah.
And I got home like 9 minutes before we were going live. And Rissman had already started the pre-show for us.
Oh,
and he didn't know that I was running late. So
gotcha.
He was in here just kind of manning the chat. I come in here and the show's already going, and I'm like, "Oops."
Yeah, I was like, we should be getting started. I'm gonna go ahead and get ready and at least jump in the room.
Yeah, we see you in the background back there. All right, so did you watch the Superman trailer today?
Yeah, I thought it was. I thought it was all right. There was nothing in it that made me go like, God, this looks terrible. Like, I'm not interested in seeing this movie at all. So yeah, I was. It looks like something I'm gonna be wanting to check out. I'm definitely gonna go see it for sure. So I watched Angry Joe's review of it because he's such a huge Superman purist. I wanted to kind of hear his thoughts, and he got emotional during the trailer and
really
teared up a little bit watching it.
What do you think made him emotional?
Okay. The John Williams music.
Okay.
Because his dad took him to see it for the first time, when he was a kid. So he's got that emotional connection with his dad in the Superman movie. So
yeah. I I'm not really a fan of the electronic. This is personal preference, but the John Williams tie-in, I mean, that's a nice touch. But I'm not a fan of like the electronic versions of things personally. I just, the music is just, I don't know. That's not anything for me to really get all that excited about, I guess. My main thing is, what's this movie really about? I have no idea.
Yeah. I
You look
don't
like
know.
you're looking at something.
Oh, I was trying to figure out what's going on with this Don Squatch guy. Because
We've had some mega trolls here, and I'm just blocking people left and right.
Oh.
They're wanting to make the live stream about them. So I'm not doing it. If you want to, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. I just saw it, and I saw somebody else. I was just curious what was I was just curious what was
We could go back
on.
and look later. Like,
yeah, I just saw Nick is the worst.
Yeah.
And hates anyone who disagrees with him. That's not true at all.
Nobody that knows you thinks that.
Yeah.
They don't understand that we don't care what they say.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't care if anyone
It doesn't
agrees
matter.
with me, doesn't agree with me.
None of us have ever heard of any of you, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. But anyways, I'm definitely gonna go check out Superman when it comes out, for sure.
But we don't know what it's about.
No, zero. It's just a teaser trailer.
What is your hope that it's going to be good? What is your hope that?
Oh, I was never really a big Superman guy. When it comes to DC, I was always the Batman guy. I was never really a Superman guy. And Nerdrotic was actually on the Will Kane show today, and they were talking about this, and he made some good points about how Superman is more of the person that's trying to save everybody, and Batman's more the character that's, beating everybody up, and he doesn't have any superpowers. He's just like a regular person that just has a lot of money, so. But I have no expectations for this. I mean, I like James Gunn's first Guardians of the Galaxy, and I thought they progressively got worse from the second to the third. I liked all three of them, but they just, each one wasn't as good as the previous one.
All three, what?
The Guardians of the Galaxy.
I got you. Yeah,
movies.
yeah. The third one was kind of forgettable for me.
Yeah. And so I'm curious to see what he does with this. I just, I don't know. I don't have expectations of it being. I didn't see anything in it that made me think it was going to be some woke nonsense garbage.
All right. So, do you know the show's premise?
No, I mean, it was just literally just a teaser. So unless they drop some news on it, I have no clue.
So that's the first thing I did, is that after I watched the trailer, I just dug around to see what can I find, because I was like, does everybody in the world know what this movie's about? And I just don't know, because I've been so checked out of everything. And I'm like, let me go try to see if I can find out anything about it. On the IMDb page for Superman, it says, follow the titular superhero as he reconciles his heritage with his human upbringing. He is the embodiment of truth, justice, and the American way in a world that views this as old-fashioned. So it's almost like the world views him as being old school.
But he's being old school.
Yeah. Old school,
so it's like
old
a
school
modern
morals, values. And I saw one post today that Derek actually made it on Twitter. A lot of the criticism around Superman over several decades now is nothing ever threatens him. He could just punch his way out of anything.
Yeah.
There's never really any danger. Well, in the very yeah, right. Well, in the opening scene, he's losing.
Yeah.
He's taking a butt kicking.
Yeah.
And Derek was like, he thought that was a really good move. I thought it was kind of interesting too.
Yeah.
Makes me wonder what's going on, you know?
Yeah, it does, because it's like, all right, how is Superman like breathing weird like this? Is bloody? He's obviously in a fight for his life, but what's going on?
Yeah, I have no idea. Did you see what James Gunn said on Variety reported today? Let me pull it up. You don't have any idea what I'm about to say, do you?
No.
This
Nope.
was a really interesting thing here. Let's see. Verbal Riot says, just wanted to point this out. No one is talking about the Skeleton Crew.
Yeah.
He's right about
Skeleton Crew, what's that?
that. I wasn't ready. Let me get this thing pulled up real quick. Okay. All right, Variety. I'll share so everybody can see it. There we go. So James Gunn says, we do have a battered Superman in the beginning. That is our country. I believe in the goodness of human beings, and I believe that most people in this country, despite their ideological beliefs, their politics, are doing their best to get by and be good people, despite what it may seem like to the other side, no matter what the other side might be. This movie is about that. It's about the basic kindness of human beings, and that it can be seen as uncool and under siege by some of the darker voices and some of the louder voices. I don't think that right there means anything.
Yeah, I'm sitting here going, what is he trying to say here?
That's just trying to speak to a modern audience gobbledygook right there.
Yeah.
That I have no idea.
He's obviously referring to something specific. He's just not going to tell you what he's actually specifically referring to.
This movie is about that. It better be about Superman.
Yeah.
And if it wants to be like symbolic of something else in a way, okay. But the movie doesn't need to be. Don't bring in modern political stuff.
Yeah.
No, don't do that. Now, I don't think that this comment right here, this doesn't raise my antenna like, oh, the movie's going to be woke. It's going to be this. It's going to be that.
No.
I don't see that at all. I just think this is just a bunch of gobbledygook nonsense. This is, as you say, this is a nothing burger right here. But everybody was talking about it. And a lot of people were like, it's woke. I'm like, how do you see it's woke right there? Especially with the premise being Superman represents old-fashioned America in a world that doesn't respect that anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, that might actually be a pretty good story. I don't think we could. I mean, it's hard to argue that values and morals from 20, 30, 40 years ago don't get looked down on today.
Yeah.
If you have a lot of those values, you get called several names. So I don't know, man. What'd you think about the dog?
See, again, I saw when I was watching the Anger Joe reaction on the trailer, he called the dog. Well, what's the dog's name? Spot or
I don't know. I am not a Superman expert. I watched all of the Richard Donner.
Crypto is the dog's name.
Okay, yeah. How did you remember that?
I
think you know about as much as I do.
No, I just saw it in chat.
Okay. Well, I was supposed to be pretty impressed.
Yeah, so I don't know. The dog thing's kind of campy a little bit and silly, but I don't know. I just have to see it. I will say this: if they don't get this Superman movie right, the rest of his DC universe is dead before it even begins. Like, they have to get this Superman right. They haven't gotten Superman right, not once since back in the 80s with what's his face that died?
Christopher Reeve.
Yeah, Christopher Reeve.
I'm gonna have to disagree. I thought Man of Steel was awesome. I thought Henry Cavill was really good.
I liked Henry Cavill. I just didn't like what they did with Superman. In that, like him letting his dad die, just so other people just didn't know about his. Like, it just didn't seem like something Superman would actually do. Because he's the one that likes to save people. That there's certain parts and certain aspects of Man of Steel that
It was bigger than that. His dad wasn't wanting him to reveal himself yet. And he listened. He hesitated. That part didn't. I thought that part was heartbreaking. That was worse than like just dying of a heart attack in the Richard Donner movie.
No, it was heartbreaking, but I just didn't like it. I didn't like that they did it that way. I liked Henry Cavill for sure.
I liked the movie. I didn't like the things that came after the movie.
Yeah.
The Batman v Superman.
Yeah, and Ben Affleck, when he got hired in that role, I was like, this movie's done. It's over. But when I went and saw Batman v Superman,
yeah,
I was like, he actually did a pretty good job. I actually didn't mind his Batman.
I'm the same way. I don't particularly like Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
I was having a really hard time seeing him as Batman.
Bong.
But yeah, right. But I thought Ben Affleck's portrayal of Batman was better than the movie.
Yeah, I would agree.
And I wasn't expecting that. And then things just continued to spiral down from there.
Yeah.
So that was going to be my question to you is, how important is it that this is a really good, solid, big start for James Gunn and the new DCU?
Well, as long as people don't go see it and they're like, wow, this movie sucks, and they did not get Superman right, I think it'll be a good start. They got to hit a home run with this movie. I don't think his universe is going to get away if people are leaving this going, it was all right. It wasn't very good.
I mean, we say it with Star Wars all the time.
Well,
this needs to be a home run.
DC's in the same place after the whole Snyderverse crap. They're starting all over from the ground up.
All right.
So this is the cornerstone of that universe. They have to get this right.
So which one was worse? Which one was worse? Lucasfilm under Disney or what the DC did, the Snyderverse?
Oh, Lucasfilm under Disney. It's the worst thing in entertainment history. You're handed gold. You pay a little over $4 billion to get the best IP of all time, and crash it into the ground. Yeah.
Now, are you saying that because you're obviously more of a Star Wars fan?
Oh yeah, for sure. But Star Wars is bigger than, or for me, anyways, it's bigger than D. And the thing is, with the comic book movies and DC or Marvel, whatever, you can reboot, start over, and basically, have as many chances as you want. We're not getting another episode 6. Unless I ended up with like 10 billion or something, and I bought Disney, because I would
episode 6.
Episode 8.
Fake fan alert.
Yeah, or 7. No, 7.
Yeah, I know. I knew what you meant.
Yeah, episode 7. There's not going to be another episode 7.
They don't get to reboot just that, do they?
Yeah, you can't just reboot, Star Wars. But yeah, that happens so many times, and I don't know how to prevent that from happening.
I have a funny story to tell you about a gifted membership.
Oh, okay.
It has nothing to do with our channel at all. But
Okay.
remind me to tell you in private.
Okay.
You'll die. You'll die.
Okay.
Um. Anyways,
But yeah, I see that all the time. Anytime we get gifted memberships and I'm not already a member from somebody else that gifted memberships, I end up getting one, and I'm like, what? Why does my personal channel keep getting gifted memberships? Like, I don't know how to turn it off or how to not be a part of that. But anyways. What were we talking about?
we were talking about how important it is for DC. I would like to see DC get off to a great start.
Oh, I would too, for sure.
Let's go. And Knee Pain said something just a few minutes ago in chat. He says, why not create a nice, healthy competition? If DC does it well, that puts pressure on Marvel to do well.
Yeah.
If Marvel does well, fans are happy. We got DC, we got Marvel. It's been a minute since we've been there, you know?
Yep. During the console wars between Sony and Microsoft, Sony was doing everything they could to make sure that the PS4 was the best console out there. It was affordable to everybody. They weren't going all digital. All these different things. There was going to be a Blu-ray player in it, and there was going to be backwards compatibility. Or no, it wasn't that. It was something else. But anyways, Microsoft was going in a different direction, and Sony was like, no, the fans aren't liking this, so we're not doing this, and now that Microsoft's kind of fallen off the edge of the earth, Sony's kind of like the only big boy console. Like, Nintendo is in their own little world. I mean, Nintendo's not really competing with anybody. They're not like Xbox and PlayStation. They're their own thing. And now Sony's making some stupid, dumb decisions and choices, and it's just like there's no competition. So, yeah, basically the point of the story is, competition is good. Without it, you just end up with crap. Competition will make other stuff. It'll make other companies and other products that other people are competing with better. Those people strive to be better, to be the best.
Right.
If you're already the best, what's there to strive for?
All right. Well, chat, let us know in the comments, what do you think about Superman? Are you feeling the trailer? A lot of you have been posted. I gotta know more.
It was just a teaser. We haven't really gotten a whole lot from it.
It made me interested. And as far as from my vantage point, me being interested is a good thing, because there's too many things that come out today where I'm like, not interested. I don't care, So the fact that they were able to generate that interest is pretty good. Let's see here. We've got Mattuine with a member chat. I'm enjoying the show well enough so far. Better than mid. Neil's balls dropped this week. Talking about Skeleton Crew. Yes.
We talked about that Tuesday night.
Yep. Venture, Nosferatu is out on New Year's Day in the UK. Any lovely Americans here can get me the popcorn coffin. Will be worshipped from afar and pay. Hope you all have a great Christmas. Anyone seen Craven yet? I've not, and I don't think I'll be going to watch Nosferatu. Probably not. I know I won't. I know.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see it. Venture, I think Debbie might be able to get one of those coffin popcorn buckets. If not, they have some. They might have some at my theater here. I'm at AMC. I can't remember who's doing it. If it's Regal or somebody else, I might not be able to get one.
Debbie says I'll look into it and let you know.
Okay, yeah, appreciate it, Debbie.
Yep.
So Debbie might be able to get one. for you, Venger.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Our brother John
What-
says,
what-
meh, how many Superman reboots are we going to have? Just so tired of same old characters and villains. Superman and Lois was cool because of the family aspect. I agree with that. We're at the point now,
Yeah.
like if we're in the same age group, how many times are we going to get a Spider-Man origin story or a Batman origin story? And now here we go with another Superman. And how many people are going to play these characters? I know that multiple people are going to have to play the characters for the character to live on. There's no doubt about that. I totally get that. I get it. But man, it just goes on and on and on. It can't be every 10 years, guys. Like it's it's too soon.
And that's one of the things I appreciated about the Batman, Matt Reeves' Batman, is it wasn't an origin story. Batman was already established in this universe at the get-go of the movie.
Yep. The criminals were already afraid of him.
Yep.
You know, I'm with you on that. But thank you, John, for commenting that. Red French Moon says it was a normal good trailer despite glimpses of other heroes, and villain Superman is very well at the center of it, then Lois and Crypto. Yep, absolutely. Sounds like, it was a normal good teaser trailer. That was it. I did see R&B's tweet saying that it was bland. Like, where's all the color? This just isn't good.
Yeah, I saw somebody else talking about the color correction on it, and was basically saying it looked like crap. I don't notice that sort of stuff unless I'm see a side by side, and somebody really points it out to me.
Right. Yeah, I got you. All right. Well, thank you, Red French Moon. Debbie Young. I liked the trailer, but I didn't love it. I will check it out, though. But Christopher Reeve will always be my favorite Superman, or be my Superman. Yeah, for sure. I agree.
OG.
I agree. Trained by David Prowse, at least until he quit.
Yeah.
David Prowse was too tough for him.
Yeah.
Prowse got him started.
Yeah.
Pretty cool there. Thank you. Thank you, Debbie. Debbie also gifted 10 EBN memberships. So welcome aboard to all 10 of the new people. That is 20 memberships so far. That is awesome. Thank y'all very much. Mattuine with a $20 super chat. Superman holds a special place in my heart. The 1978 film was one of the first movies I saw with my dad, my number one hero. James Gunn has a great track record and a passionate and reverent knowledge of the comic history. I'm hopeful. Bro, that's awesome. Yeah, so, look, Mattuine saying that. I'm feeling that. Nick.
Yeah.
We should go watch this movie together in July.
Oh, I'm down. I'm definitely going to go check it out for sure. I mean, unless something comes out and to where the movie gets destroyed before it ever comes out.
Oh, yeah, I got you. Before it's even premiered.
Yeah, which is probably not going to happen. But yeah, unless it was something crazy like that, that's the only way I'm not seeing this movie. But so yeah, I'm basically more than likely, yeah.
The thing is, like, this is what's crazy. Neither one of us have been like, yes, we're talking about Skeleton Crew.
No.
We're having a hard time with Star Wars right now.
I mean, yeah, it's a disaster.
Somebody just said apathy in the chat.
Yeah.
That's where, Brandon, that's me. I mean, I'll be honest. Nick and I aren't making a lot of content right now at all because we just don't care to talk about it. Like, it's funny. We still get called grifters.
Yeah, but we're not really. We're not out there trying to work the grift on the Skeleton Crew.
The most overused, inappropriate word ever. Grifter means you're conning somebody. You're being fake.
Yeah.
To get the money. No, we've never done that. We're just we say what we really think.
Yeah.
But anyways, the radicals love to change the meaning of words. It's crazy. But apathy, that's where we're at. Superman actually is interesting enough to make a video or two about it, Nick.
Yeah. Definitely.
I'm interested. Let's see what happens. That could be good. I'm down for that. So
Yeah, I am as well.
and the fact that I am saying that, hey, I'm interested. Let's make some videos about that. I've not been feeling that way lately. So
No, and a lot of the stuff I'd be interested in talking about, like, would not get views on our channel. It's like, I'm not even gonna waste my time because like nobody's gonna care anything about it. On this specific non-Star Wars topic or whatever.
right. Hey, we made a Bruce Willis video,
Yeah, it got like 15,000 views,
20 something.
20 something.
Yeah, and we were like, man, this is probably gonna get 200 views, But hey,
Yeah.
we're doing it. We're doing
Yeah.
it because that's what we want to do, So, anyways, pretty cool there. Let's see here. We're clearing the super chats. Then we got something else we want to talk about for a few minutes. But thank you, Mattween. That's awesome, and it's awesome when we watch something that reminds us of our loved ones. I can't think of a movie character that reminds me of my dad.
I can't think of one that reminds me of my dad or my mom.
Yeah. I don't have a connection like that. But that's really, really cool that that you got that moment there.
Yeah.
So that's awesome. And if we go watch the movie in Huntsville, Mattween,
Oh
Come
yeah,
on
we'll
down.
all go see it. Yeah.
come on down.
Yeah,
We
Matt
can-
Tween actually went with us when we went and saw the re-release of the anniversary edition of Return of the Jedi.
I am totally down to go eat some sushi
yeah,
and go watch the movie.
yeah,
So
definitely.
Staccato DDS has struck again.
Hell, staccato DD.
He has gifted 10 EBN memberships because he is the man and a big supporter of so many of
So many channels.
our friends and us.
Yeah.
So
Staccato DDS is the man. Yeah, huge supporter of us and a lot of our friends' channels. And brother, we appreciate it for
Yeah.
sure.
So Rob is so right here, man.
Yeah,
no
which-
pun intended, Rob. Rob is so right.
What speaking of,
His
I
middle name.
am gonna be opening Rob's gifts tonight.
Hey, let's go. All
Yeah.
right. I hope they're appropriate. Well
Oh
said,
yeah, I'm
Coach.
sure they are.
That's part of the reason we go to the movies. The experience with friends and family is part of the fun.
Yeah.
It's one thing to go watch a movie because you want to review it for your channel, you want to review it for your audience and talk about it. There's a demand to do it. But it is so much better when you're able to go with a group of friends and have fun and enjoy just being out. Even if it's a bad movie. I went and watched, I think it was the third Star Trek movie.
The Search for Spock.
No, the reboot.
Oh God, yeah. After the second one, I was out.
I had three friends ask me to go watch it with them, and I was like, all right. I was like, I don't think I'm going to like it, but I'll go with y'all. And I'm like, are y'all sure? And they're like, yeah, let's go have fun. We went to the Waffle House. We ate. We went to the movie. We sat down. We're the only people in the theater.
Star Trek Beyond.
And I was wrecking it, man. I was hysterically laughing at how bad it was in the middle of the movie. And they were laughing. They were like, you think it's that bad? And I was like, this is the worst movie I've ever seen besides Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Yeah. And the thing is,
By the way, The Last Jedi is on that level. Just saying.
oh, for sure, definitely. But yeah, I remember when that was coming out, I was like, yeah, I'm not going to see this garbage. No way it's happening. And then all word of mouth came out, and everybody hated it. I mean, it was god awful, terrible movie. And I tried watching it actually.
Star Trek Beyond. I
yeah.
only saw it that one time in the theater.
Yeah.
And it, for me, the second one kind of started it too. I didn't think the second one was all that good. It was all right.
It was copy and paste. They just
The first one was decent. The first one was decent, and I was like, maybe this could be good.
Yeah.
The second one, I'm like, nah, Nah, that was flat for me. And then I watched the third one, and it was, oh my gosh, what have I watched?
Trash.
Yeah, it was absolute trash.
Yeah.
That is very reminiscent of the sequel trilogy.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It started out for me. I loved The Force Awakens, but I was watching it with rose-colored glasses because I just knew I was going to get my childhood hero back, and I didn't.
Yeah, and I had been invested for so long from the sale of Disney all the way up to right before this movie was about to drop in theaters, and then the way it all went down and the way Lucasfilm treated the fans, all that, I'm just like, yeah, lots of bad taste in my mouth. I think I'm done.
Right. I'm with you. Let's see here. We also have, and thank you, Staccato DDS, for those 10 gifted memberships. That is 30 gifted memberships tonight. The Melvor, the
What's
best
up,
of all
Melvor?
game chasers, the best one, the number one guy. $5. Love you, dudes. Appreciate it, brother. You the man.
Yeah.
You are the
Melvor,
man.
I sent you and Jay both a happy Thanksgiving text, and neither one of you fucktards replied back to me. Melvor, what's going on? What's up with that?
Oh, my. Tell him how you really feel.
No, but
Red-
I was like, man, I sent them happy Thanksgiving. They didn't even reply.
Yeah. I'm sure it meant something to them.
Yeah.
Red French Moon, €2. What's up, brother? Thanks again. Let's focus on important things. Lois is pretty.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. I thought she looked good
I didn't even
trailer.
notice her. I don't even remember her.
Yeah. No, I thought she looked good.
Okay. All right. Well, good.
I mean, I wasn't like Sydney Sweeney level hotness, where I was like, wop wop, but yeah, I was like, she looks.
I
good.
think that's the first time you've ever done that on the channel.
Yeah, that's an old school me, Coach Noel.
Yeah.
Noel will bring it up every
Most
once in a while.
people do not have any idea what you're. Don't explain it.
Yeah, it's an inside thing from way back in the day. Wop wop.
Even just hearing it. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. Okay. All right. Thank you, Red French Moon. We appreciate that. Lois is pretty.
Yeah.
Let's see. Staccato DDS has joined our member family. Not only did he gift 10, and I don't even know, man, we got so many people that gift memberships to the channel. Guys, thank y'all so much. That's incredible support.
Yeah.
I don't even want to name them because I'm afraid I would miss somebody that routinely gifts memberships. But it is just, you know who you are, and thank y'all.
Yeah, definitely.
Staccato DDS and a bunch of our ladies. Thank y'all very much. Speaking of our ladies, Donna Hergenrether, it is sad that Lex Luthor is hotter than Superman. Hope you all have a Merry Christmas.
Oh yeah. So I did not know.
You agree, Nick? You agree?
No, not on that part. But when I saw the trailer, I did not. Hang on a sec, because I was gonna look this up earlier after I saw the trailer, and because I was watching, I was like, oh, that guy. Yeah, Nicholas Holt. He was. What do I know him from? He was.
I have no idea.
Yeah, he was in some. Wasn't Mad Max? Oh yeah, X-Men: Days of Futures Past. Yeah, he played Beast.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
I gotcha.
Yep. And I was like, oh wow, I was like, I know him from somewhere. What do I know him from? And I was like, I'm gonna have to look that up. And but yeah, that's who it is the guy who played Beast in X-Men Days of Future Past, which was one of the best X-Men movies that came out. That movie was awesome. I really liked it.
That was. I agree with you. Let's see here. Well, thank you, Donna, for sending that in. I just didn't see it that way. but
Yeah, me
I totally get
did.
it. Yeah, I totally get it. I totally get it. Debbie Young, $9.99 super chat. They showed White Christmas 70th anniversary, and all the shows were sold out, and all age groups were there. People clapped for it. It was great.
Oh wow!
I don't think I've ever seen it.
I definitely have not. I know about it. I've heard about it, but I've never actually seen it.
Yeah, my dog is just in here walking around in circles.
Yeah, I saw.
What are you doing? All right. Thank you, Debbie, for that $9.99 super chat. And then Brandon, the anime guy, $5. Turn to the east, for I have been feasting for 3 years straight. Always got something to watch and chat about. We are your Echo Base Network.
Man, the anime stuff is killing it. I mean, they're beating everything out, and especially with kids nowadays. I mean, nobody's watching. There's no kids are out there watching Skeleton Crew. I mean, I'm sure there are some, but most, especially middle school, high school kids, they're not watching Skeleton Crew.
They're not. Verbal Riot posted it on Twitter tonight.
Yeah,
Nobody is talking
stuff,
about Skeleton Crew.
No,
they're not. And the thing is, I mean, I know where you stand, but for a great many people who have had no hope, and Star Wars has been really, really down, it's just kind of solid, kind of. And it's just, you say DC needs a home run, Star Wars needs more than that.
Oh yeah, Star Wars needs like 3 or 4 home runs
in a row.
In a row. And,
it needs something like groundbreaking.
Yeah, and it needs to be consistent, and it needs to carry through word of mouth, and even if it's gonna pull like if it's pulling like a Darth Melvin, Grizzy, those type guys, to where they're like, okay, this is actually pretty good. At that point in time, because the people out there that are watching Disney Star Wars and just love everything, and really don't have anything, maybe a couple criticisms here and there, but for the most part are just like, yeah, I'm on board. I'm going to keep watching it and loving it. Those people aren't going anywhere. So if you make something that brings the people back that left, the people that are still there watching it are also going to love it,
Yeah.
Even probably more so.
John Kokoza, caught up on Skeleton Crew 4 episodes. My take is it feels like another generic sci-fi kid show.
Yeah.
If it were that, without the Star Wars branding, I might even score it a point higher.
Yeah.
I think the fact that it's branded as a Star Wars show makes me go lower.
Yeah.
Because of, I don't know, maybe the overall disappointment that I have. Like, it's cool, but this is the Star Wars. This is the solid Star Wars that you decided to give us. Yeah. And I just, that's a hard one to swallow. Red French Moon, Coach, Star Wars needs like, I don't know what, but something huge, and Mando and Grogu ain't it.
No.
I 100% agree with that.
And I like Din Djarin. I like the character. Season 3 did not help the case for that character at all. But for the most part, I like Din Djarin as a character.
I do too.
And I didn't mind Grogu at all until he got forced back into the show in the Book of Boba Fett. Because Disney was, trying to collect on that cash flow.
How would you feel if everything that happened, except right now, Grogu is still with Luke, and we've not seen him since?
Well, we probably would not have some of the disasters that we've had so far, but it's just the fact that they did that in the first place. It's just Disney Lucasfilm cannot do Star Wars.
It's Star
they're
Wars
just-
in name only. It's just not
Yeah.
the same anymore. But it's going to piss y'all off, and I'm going to say it. I feel the same way about the prequels.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely have a different appreciation.
I like them more.
Yeah.
My appreciation's different.
Yeah.
There you go.
But your appreciation changed after you watched Clone Wars.
You know, the thing about that, I guess with anything, I'll just be totally honest here. I was not a prequels fan. And I was at the point where this is probably around 10 years ago, 9 years ago. I was at the point where I had made up my mind I was never going to go watch the prequels again. I had no reason to. I had no interest. I am original trilogy Star Wars for life. That is Star Wars. If you love the EU, I respect that, but George Lucas didn't write it.
No.
And those stories weren't his stories.
No. And I read a little bit of the EU, and I've seen people out there, oh, fake fan, you didn't even read the EU. Not everybody's, big time readers or into, a lot of those stories.
You're reading what somebody else thinks about Star Wars.
Yeah, like the
I get it.
Zahn,
I like some of the books too.
Yeah,
but we just went off the rails on that one. But hey, I got to take this call. I'll be right back.
Okay,
keep rolling.
Yep. But yeah, the EU, like Coach was saying, some of the video game storylines, like God, TIE Fighter. Oh, such a good story. It's considered an EU story, which takes place between Empire and Jedi. But it starts off right as the rebels are escaping Hoth. Your first mission in that game is at Hoth, trying to stop escaping rebels, escaping Hoth. And it goes all the way up to right before the rebels make their attack on the second Death Star. Thrawn makes his first appearance in it. In the side quest, the side storylines, just everything about it is so good. The Timothy Zahn books, they were the first big time novel Star Wars books that really came out, after Return of the Jedi, in the early 90s. So as soon as I heard about him and saw him, I was 100% down, and I loved those books. But again, those aren't George's stories. The Dark Empire, Dark Horse comics, got those for Christmas one year. Absolutely loved those stories as well, which Rise of Skywalker actually kind of cherry picked and stole some of the story ideas out of those comics, with the whole Palpatine cloning himself thing, but they were good. But the Glove of Darth Vader, one of the books I had in middle school, and several others, the Cantina stories, the Bounty Hunter stories. I've read some of those, but I'm not an EU guy either. I'm literally episode 4, 5, and 6.
The EU people love criticizing a lot of fans that really only read the Thrawn trilogy. I bought those 3 books when they were brand new.
Yeah, I did too. When they first came out. I was just talking about that while you were on your call. Yeah.
Still have my first editions, and they made me read some of the other books. But I read all 6 original novelizations of the 6 movies. I read those.
See, I'm not a big reader, but I did read that Thrawn trilogy, back in 7th and 8th grade.
Yep. But anyways, Matt DeWing, Coach, have you watched the Mega Man episode of Prime's Secret Level series? I don't know anything about any of this. So
that I've heard a lot of good things about this Secret Level series, and I've not watched it yet either.
So we need to look into that.
Yeah, I heard it was really good.
I love some Mega Man. Mega Man 2, anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks, Matt DeWing. We will look into that for sure. Let's see. Venger with a £2 super chat. Anyone watch Secret Level on Amazon Prime? What?
Yeah.
I've never heard of this. This is
So
brand new to me.
yeah. It's an animated show. And it's on Amazon Prime, and I've heard literally nothing but good things about it. Rotten Tomatoes has it at a 67%, but I literally haven't heard a whole lot of bad stuff about it. IMDb has it at a 7.8 out of 10. Google has it at an 85%. So yeah, it's getting good reviews. A lot of people out there are really liking it. Apparently, there's 15 episodes. Out on it. But
I'm gonna have to check it out for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna check it out for sure too.
All right. Thank you, Venger, for that. And Matt Deween. Michelle Burrito. What's up, Michelle?
Burrito.
Skeleton Crew is the first Star Wars show movie that I am not watching. They finally broke me.
And that's the thing. A lot of people are there where Michelle's at. And that's why the viewership, that's one of the topics we were going to hit on tonight. I don't know if we'll have time to really get into it.
I'd have to leave here in about 10 minutes to go get Theraflu at the pharmacy.
Okay. All right. Well, we're not going to get into it tonight. But yeah, basically the viewership numbers.
That's what my phone call was about.
Okay. Yeah. Basically,
everywhere's sold out of the medicine, dude. And I've got to drive. I got to drive to the city south of where I live that we used to go pick up chicks on Friday nights.
Oh yeah.
I got to go there. Hey, don't. Don't dox me, man.
Oh.
Hey, there's some crazy people out there, man. I'm about to delete the Echo Base Network Facebook group.
Oh, are you?
I am.
Yeah, I'm in.
You're
Birmingham,
not even on Facebook.
No, I'm in Birmingham, Alabama. I don't care. Everybody can know.
If I was single, I wouldn't care either.
Yeah,
but I've got a wife and daughters and 3 dogs. Don't. If you come knock on my house, I am emptying the clip.
Yeah.
Not y'all. I'm talking about them crazies.
Yeah. Yeah. I could have a wife and 10 kids. I'm freaking locked, stocked, and loaded over here.
Oh, it's not. I'm just.
Yeah.
That wasn't really my point.
Yeah.
Okay.
But the viewership numbers are literally in the toilet for Skeleton Crew. It could be the best show out there, which it's not. And word of mouth on it is just, for the most part, it seems like the people that are watching it are like, nah, it's not bad. It's okay. It's not the worst thing I've ever seen. Very mid, and that's not going to bring the audience in. It's just it's not getting it done.
Yeah. I'm with you. Our last super chat, Red French Moon, €5. I wanted to say I loved that Toy Fair vlog. I love those, but there isn't much good one here. So seeing you enjoy what you saw and bought was so fun. We want to do more of that.
Yeah. Melvor was Melvor said that me and Coach need to do more of those. And so when we went to that, I was like, you know what? I'm going to record us walking around and, checking anything out. Then we'll kind of show everything we bought. So,
well, and thank you for that, Red French Moon. The part of the problem there is time, and even maybe bigger than that is money.
Yeah.
Me and Nick both spent way more money than we needed to.
Oh, definitely.
But
and that's the thing. You go to those events like that and you come across stuff, which there was other stuff there that I really wanted. And I cannot justify spending the money on it. I mean, I was looking at a Final Fantasy VII Tifa resin statue last night that was like $800, but it is so lifelike and so detailed and looks so badass, and I want it so bad. But I'm like, and I could literally just throw it on a credit card and get that thing, and I'm just like, I can't do it. I'm not.
I see things that I think you would be interested in all the time. Like when I sent you that Alien arcade game.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, $1,500
Yeah.
for that badass 2-gun arcade machine.
Oh, I would love to have that.
Yeah.
Oh, I would be playing it all the time.
Somebody sold the Star Wars battle pod for $3,000.
If I had $3,000, I would have dropped $3,000 on it and got that. Because
I'm looking at that stuff like, it's hard for me to say no, but dude, this is all the room I got.
Yeah, you don't have no room for no battle pod.
No, no. This is the only room that my wife would let me have.
Yeah.
And, I've done what I wanted to do in the room. I wanted the display cases, and over time, I got there, and I'm still working on filling them. But, all right, look, so I have to leave in like 4 minutes. Yeah, I need to go.
Yeah.
Let's give our thought. Oh, you're going to open that? How about you open that and I go ahead and hit the exit, and we're just going to have to come back and talk Karate Kid Legends.
Yeah, we'll come back. So Rob Wright sent me this. He actually sent me two.
I'll call you later. Okay.
Okay.
Bye, everybody. I kind of want to know what you got. Hurry. Ooh.
Stand strong.
Oh, that's awesome.
5 devotions for men by men.
Awesome.
Yeah, so it's funny that you sent me this,
Nick,
because
Nick, it's like a couple of paragraphs. You could do it.
Oh yeah. So I have something very similar to this that's on my fridge. Every morning or every day, you basically flip it, to the next one, and it's basically year round. And then the next year starts, and you just you basically keep flipping it. So yeah, I appreciate that. Oh, actually, that's actually going to be my bedside reading for either.
He might have pinned something in there. Look at open up the cover.
No, he sent me a card, which I already read. I'm not gonna read it.
It says, Nick, you are a hater. You give everything a 1 out of 10.
Yeah,
you are
suck.
You are mega black pilled.
Yeah,
you're what did that moron say about you earlier? You hate everybody that disagrees with you.
I hate everybody that disagrees with me. Yeah. Like, dude, you do not know me at all. Yeah. Like, what channel you been watching?
Assumptions.
Like Matt Cave, man, he's one of the greatest dudes ever. And me and him disagree probably 90% of the time.
Hey,
he loves this. Oh, wow.
Hurry up. I got to go.
Dude.
Hold up. Oh. Wow.
That is awesome, Rob.
They both signed that card.
Yeah.
That is
Dude,
dope.
That is awesome.
That is dope.
I freaking love that. That is freaking
that makes me think of something. Hang on.
All right. Dude, that is freaking awesome. That is so freaking cool. Yeah. Guys.
All right, I'm here.
If you guys are not subbed to Rob Wright's channel,
hey, I gotta go.
Culture,
let me just
check out his channel.
Can I just say this last? Can I say this last word real quick, please?
Yeah.
Okay. It's really awesome that Rob got that for Nick. I don't have an awesome package to open like that, but I do have a plastic Cape Jawa. So Nick, you can suck it.
Yeah. Oh, Doomcock. He left. Doomcock actually sent me something too. FAQ Star Wars book that has tons of cool information and stuff in it. That I'll probably reference and check out for a lot of videos and stuff that we do. But yeah, Rob, thank you so much, man. That is so freaking cool. Absolutely love it. and this is definitely gonna help out a lot for sure. I was talking to well, I'm not gonna get into that, but anyways, I want to thank you guys for being here. Me and Coach were literally just gonna do like a quick hour long stream. But I actually got family in town, and that's why we're only gonna do an hour tonight. We've gone an hour and 20 minutes. We are gonna be back next Tuesday for Skeleton Crew episode 5. And then next Thursday we'll also be back here for our weekly live stream. And then which I think all the guys are good for tomorrow. I was planning on doing a EBN cast tomorrow afternoon, but unless a lot of the guys are okay, so Stone Loki won't be there. John Trent will be able to be there, and Culture may be available. So there might be EBN cast tomorrow. I'm just gonna see what I can get lined up, and that's gonna be at 2:00 Central. And I'm sure we'll probably talk about Karate Kid trailer, which the Jackie Chan Karate Kid movie I was not a fan of at all with Will Smith's son. I did not like it. And when Cobra Kai started, they said that whole world universe is completely separate, and now they're merging them together. And I'm like, ugh. But then I saw the trailer, and I was like, seeing Daniel in it because that's OG Karate Kid. I was like, okay, this might be worth checking out. I mean, it could be just hot garbage, but the fact that he's involved in it and he's going to be a part of the story piques my interest a little bit. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to check it out. Hopefully, it's good. But yeah, I was not a fan of the Jackie Chan Karate Kid movie at all. But we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, hopefully everything will be good. I'll get everything lined up, and we'll be doing EBN cast tomorrow afternoon. Also, real quick, Red French Moon for 5 years. I want to say I love that. Oh, we already hit that one. Coach just didn't unstar it. Karate Kid Coldplay video is better. Real quick for everybody that sent super chat videos, we haven't played super chat video for you guys. So you know what? This super chat video is for y'all. And then to all our new members out there, this video is for you guys.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Die Hard. You know what? I always watch Die Hard every single year before Christmas. It's not ever Christmas until you see Hans Gruber fall from Nakatomi Tower. Die Hard is a Christmas movie, and it's one of my favorite Christmas movies of all time. As far as action-packed, badass Christmas movies. Other than that, Charlie Brown Christmas, must watch every single year for me. Rudolph, Frosty, and the Grinch. And I've not watched any of them yet, but I got the kids coming into town, so I'm sure I'll probably be watching those with them, and I might pop Die Hard in tonight. I've not watched Die Hard yet this year before Christmas, so it is on my list. But like I said, we'll be back hopefully for EBN Cast tomorrow afternoon at 2:00 Central, and then next Tuesday for Skeleton Crew, and then next Thursday for back for our weekly EBN live stream. With that said, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Go ahead and wrap up. Thank you to everybody that has been here tonight. Be sure to smash that like button on your way out. Until next one, as we always say here, you are Echo Base Network, and we'll catch y'all next time. Peace.
Coach and Nick from Echo Base Network, thank you so much for being here with us tonight at Echo Base TV, where community happens.